I just got to hear that beat one more time, my people. What's up, y'all? How you doing? We are in the building today. I am going to be double streaming the debate that's supposed to happen with Rose Sanchez and Taharker. Let me check and see if they've gotten started yet, guys. Let's see. Are they talking? Yes, they are.
Just the beginning.
Let's listen in real quick.
I'll say what the rules are. First of all, and then we'll take 4 questions. The first 4 questions.
So they're talking right now, going over the rules, and that's fine. We're going to have our own dialogue as we go along. So we're going to be listening into them, and then we will have a conversation on
who knows what they're going to answer, because they don't know what I'm going to answer. I just changed.
So if you guys will bear with me, if you cannot hear me well, let me know so I can try to change the volume as it is. You guys, I'm going to be listening in off and on, so I may mute my mic while I'm listening just so I don't get that echo from the background. Okay, guys? I've sent the link, the Google Hangouts link to several of you. If you did not get a link, let me know.
After the question.
And I'll send it to you. But that's going to be the stream to which we are going to use.
We will have
please don't give that key out
15
to anybody.
minimum 30-minute presentation. 15 minimum, 30 minimum presentation. And this presentation will be centered upon This presentation will be centered upon if it's my brother Sanchez, he will be disproving that the earth is not round and proving that the earth is flat. Hernandez will be proving that the world is round and not flat. 15 to 30 minutes. And I would like to take it to 45 minutes if they agree. 45.
Okay, can you guys hear me talking? Right now I've got the OBS volumizer down. If you cannot hear me talking, let me know.
People out, because I attack what's called pseudoscience. Well. And I said, man, this flat earth shit is just more pseudoscience. And I looked at a couple of videos. I said, it's going to be easy to debunk. And I fucking was just hooked, man. And make a long story short, I couldn't debunk none of it, man. And they had some very good points, some arguments that still stand today that no globalist has been able to answer. So until they get answered, I stand firm that the ground beneath me is flat, and I know that it's the number one mock thing today, but hopefully I can give it a better light.
All right. Now, Brother Hernandez, Brother Sanchez, I've been calling him Sanchez and calling you Hernandez. Listen, I'm going to ask y'all, out of respect, I have a 7-year-old son. He's super sharp. Brother, one time I was going at it with Sinetta, and I told him he couldn't be on the show, and he went into the other room, went on YouTube, and was watching me getting mad at Sinetta. He's that sharp. So I want to ask that we watch our language, because my son, he watches this stuff. He's 7. Man, he's amazing. I'm telling you, I don't know if you watched the show. He's been on the show. He's like amazing. He's a well-learned, well-developed young man, young child, if you will. I have 3 other sons. They don't get in front of the camera, but they a little older. They all right. But he's 7, and I want to keep him good and getting the message and not getting the language that may cloud the message just a little bit. So we can watch our language. I can appreciate that. I appreciate that. Now, Brother Hernandez, are you there? Uh-oh. Hernandez, he ain't run, did he? Oh. Are you there, my brother?
Islam,
Islam, can you let the people look? He came with that smooth Barry White. All right, forget it. Here we go. You want to come with Barry White? I'm gonna come with somebody else. Islam, how you doing, brother?
Yeah, you're gonna have to let me a few seconds on my fingers so I can hit unmute. you be rushing.
I'm a boy American. I'm not rushing, brother. Stop that. Anyway. So how you doing, brother? How you doing? What's going on?
Oh man, I'm relaxing, man. I'm today was family day, So I'm just relaxing.
All right, so look, here we go. Do anybody want to take the first question? Because however the question goes is how the presentation goes. Is it anybody want to take the first question, or should I toss a coin? Anybody?
You know what? I have no problem really taking the first questions. I don't mind.
Okay, so here we go. Let's get it started. Y'all ready? I want everybody to share this. I want everybody to thumbs up. I think this is some very good information that is going to be presented. From this point on, I have nothing to say whether it is or is not round or flat. I'm just going to ask some questions. So my first question is the question that I said at first to Sanchez, my brother Sanchez. Brother Sanchez, if the earth is flat, could you explain to us why haven't anybody been to the edge and taken any pictures in this age of technology? Satellites, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera.
Okay, well, if to answer you, I would like to share my screen while we do this, if that's cool.
Absolutely. And brother, what I'm going to do is I am going to we get 3 minutes in these questions so we don't get jammed up. So I'm going to put on a stop clock in a second so we won't get jammed up. You know what I mean? But you can go ahead, my brother. You good.
Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pull up some pictures real quick, real too, and I'm going to keep it brief. I might not even need the whole 3 minutes. If you guys can see this, just let me know, Tahaka.
Yes, sir.
All right, so one thing about the edge of the
You guys should be able to hear me. I don't know. Can you guys hear me now? Okay. I'm not sure what my camera is doing. It's having a mind of its own, apparently. When switching between scenes, it's not doing it. Let's see. Okay. I think it's back up now.
It was facts.
And that's 3 minutes. Okay.
There we go.
So now, Brother Hernandez L. What evidence that you have that, the earth is round? If the earth is round, there should be, they got satellites and all.
Hey, Shay. Hugs to you, too.
All of these pictures about around Earth. How do we...
I don't know if they're having a problem with their stream or if it's on my end. I can't tell.
Prove that these pictures if you will, this is a crazy type of all type of round type. It's all over the place. But what I'm saying is, how do you verify that these pictures are accurate about these about the Earth being round, a globe? Because we know there's pictures, but how do we verify that they're accurate?
How do you verify they're accurate? Well,
to the best of your ability is the question. You're not NASA, but or you're not nothing up there. But how do you confirm and say, well, more than likely that this is true and that the Earth is round? 3 minutes.
Well, how do you confirm it? The best way to confirm anything is to basically check it against other sources, right? So when we check it against other sources, what I was able to find is that there's been several countries around the world who have been into space and have taken their own pictures. Let me share this one picture real quick with you. Excuse me while I screen share. All right. Is that showing for you?
Yes.
All right. So one thing the other day, I was riding home and I saw a call from you, Brother Taharka, and the brother, mentioned, I called you, and I guess you were on the show. And so he asked a critical question, and I thought it was a great question. He said, only pictures I've seen is from NASA. So where else can I get, images of Earth? And we can see right here, Russian satellites, 121 megapixel image of Earth is the most detailed yet. Pictures from the Electro L #1 Russian weather satellite of Earth are the highest detailed images yet and come in 121 megapixel. The color scheme comes from the image capture method, which combines data from 3 visible and 1 infrared wavelength of light when it takes full-size images of Earth every 30 minutes. And you can find that particular image at that website right there, that link. Also, let me see here. Hopefully I got
everybody
the right
know
video.
That's not a real image, brother. Come on, you got to come better than that.
I really just kind of threw this presentation together.
And then he gonna admit he ain't prepared. Oh Lord, that's just
so here's
look how they handle
a recent situation. I heard you mention this the other night as well, Brother Taharka, the Red Bull shot. So this is Red Bull had went up into space.
Where they find
my brother had asked me a critical question. How do you detect curvature?
We done debunked that video already.
How do you know the Earth is round? How do we know these pictures are real? This is live footage from that particular event. And as we can see in the background there, the planet Earth in full curvature. I'm just going to let it play for a second. So this was the highest free fall and drop ever done. And what I will show later, if I don't have time within this 3-minute period, is I will show that for you to be able to see the curvature of the Earth, for your eye and your mind and your body to physically perceive it, you have to be above 40,000 feet above the Earth. And I have all of the math for that, because the brother also asked for the mathematics to prove these things. So I'm going to provide those in detail shortly.
Okay, 3 minutes. And what I try to do is let y'all finish our sentence, although he went 3:12, you went 3:15. But I try to let y'all finish our sentence just to make sure that we get everything out. Okay, Brother Sanchez, if the Earth is flat, does that mean that the other planets are flat as well?
Oh, snap, my bad. I thought I had to unmute my mic. Yo, I was pulling up stuff to talk about the Red Bull jump. No, the other planets are not flat. Earth is not a planet. Earth is a plane enclosed in a net, or according to the ancient Kemetic people, a nut. And what I wanted to point out is that if you walk outside and see puffy clouds, it would mean you walking on a cotton ball. So that's not a real good way of proving what you're walking on by looking above your head.
Yeah.
But
I want to have a chance to do your presentation. So, how do you explain that the other planets are planets, and because I want to get to that, and the other planets are planets, and the Earth is a plane? How did you come up with that?
Well, the earliest. You're gonna have earliest. So. Oh, you want me to answer that right now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, yeah. The earliest cosmologies on this Earth have explained what we call planets as 7 wandering stars. There's one for each day of the week. Tuesday would be Mars. Monday would be Moon Day, Sunday, because the sun and moon were included in the 7 wandering stars. You actually can see this when you look at the Jewish menorah. It has the 7 peaks. But this can be proven. So we do have high-powered telescopes in the flat Earth community where people have studied the stars, recorded the stars, time-lapse footage, and they're not physical objects. And I can share my screen and pull up to you, for example, footage of Venus and different stars. You'll see that they're not physical objects like NASA have been showing us. Everything they have been showing us is painted CGI pictures. But we can show you what a real star is not a physical place. But that's a whole other topic. What I really wanted to point out is when he showed the Red Bull footage talk a minute ago, he actually proved flat Earth. He actually proved it because what he saw as curvature was from a GoPro camera, but from inside of the cockpit, there was no GoPro camera. It was flat as a pancake, and it was actually in his footage. I can actually show you that right now if you want to see that. Matter of fact, let me show and prove.
Sure.
Because we want everybody to see that if they didn't catch it.
That's right.
So from inside of his cockpit, as you can see here, it's curved. I would say not curved, but you see it's flat as a pancake. Not only flat, but even with the window. What this proves is that the horizon is not only flat, Tahaka, but it's eye level. This is the way we see the horizon at the beach. So if we're raising up over 40,000 feet, because he's over 40,000 feet, Hernandez just said you have to be up 40,000 feet to see curvature, where he's over 40,000 feet right here, where's the curvature. This is not a GoPro camera. The one that showed curvature from the outside was what they aired on the news to show the curve, which had Mexico filling up the whole camera, and Mexico ain't that big. That was GoPro. This camera from inside is the real lens. The real is non-GoPro. It shows a flat plane, even with this man window, meaning it's splitting his circular window right in the middle like a yin yang, even with his eyesight.
We got 3 minutes, but I got a question about that. Is that enough length of window to even decide the curvature?
Yes.
If it's enough for him to think about it, if he's going to use the argument and say it's enough length to show curve, hold on, let me, he's asking it to me. If you're going to use a picture, right, to say that, well, from up this high, we can see the curvature. I'm going by what this brother said. Right. That brother said from at 40,000 feet, we can see curvature. And I'm saying from inside this man's cockpit, he's higher than 40,000 feet. He don't see none. Now, how did he open up his door and see curvature that he don't see while he's inside of his window? And I'm telling you that the camera is a GoPro. And yes, he's high enough to where he should be able to see curvature, but he don't.
That's how you use their
own. So, Brother Hernandez, if the Earth is a sphere, and it's spinning, why don't the snow and the water just come off of it? Now, you know what? Neither one of them have looked at the damn flat Earth. They just playing games. I guess that would be a principle of it, but would it make sense to say that if this is spinning in space, at some point water would dissipate, and water that never goes anywhere is always there?
This don't make sense. Y'all do it.
I sure can. I got your answer for that. But first, let me deal with the brother because he wanted to rebut something that I said earlier. So let me deal with that primarily. He made a critical error in his logic. Again, as we discussed the other night, this is a logical fallacy. And so when he made the statement,
now they want to use fancy words, logical fallacy
behind him inside the cockpit. you cannot even perceive curvature unless you have 60 feet of view. And as you can see, his cockpit was maybe 3 feet at most to go out of that door. So that, like I said earlier, I will show and prove with all of the mathematics and the numbers.
Bring it then. Don't talk about it, be about it.
I wanted to address that primarily because, again, you need not only 40,000 feet, but you also need 60 feet of view to be able to perceive it from that height. So, you got to do it.
Do you work for NASA?
Secondly,
you're just making up your own
as you can see my screen share, that's a screen share of Antarctica from space. You just said there's no pictures that exist. This is from space. Just let me know where if you need my email from my PayPal. And,
so he ain't no scientific experiments himself. He just also, going off of other people's information.
As far as what the water, and I think you even mentioned snow, not falling off the earth. Basically, let me just break this down for you. So, why water doesn't fall from the earth? An object with mass has gravity, and the gravitational force will attract things towards the object. The oceans are attracted to the moon and do move towards the moon, but because the earth is closer and has more mass, the oceans do not escape from the earth. This is why we have tides. So
where you get this stupidness from? That is not where you get tides from. Right. That don't even have nothing to do with it.
So that is two and two questions. I got one more question for each, and then we'll go into the presentation. And I'm gonna sit back, and each person, let me reset this real quick. Each person have 30 minutes, 15 minimum, 30 to 45. It's good. Up to them.
So we're gonna move on from the whole Antarctica thing because.
No. You just got into the presentation.
Okay, cool.
You can address anything you want in your presentation. I just ask questions to get the show started. I'm trying to keep them as Okay, so I got two more questions each. So, Brother Sanchez, how do you explain how do you explain time zones? Because we know the time zone is taught that time zones are divided with the sphere of the earth. How do you explain time zones?
Well, that's the whole thing. Everything that works on a spherical model works just perfect on a flat earth model, and most of the time better. The problem with the whole time zone thing, when you look at both of the models is, it's not really a problem, it's just that it works fine on them both. When you understand on a flat earth model that the sun is not a burning big ball of fire that's 93 million miles away, it's a close local sun that carries its light source with it. So it's close with us, and it makes a circuit above us, and it brings data to everyone. Basically, like me and you were standing in front of a long hallway, and I had a lamp, and I walked away from you. Eventually, I will leave you in darkness. That's how the sun leaves us in night. So the sun actually distributes its light in a local fashion, making that circuit just like the yin and yang explains, like the ancient Asians show us, and so many more ancients. But time zones wouldn't be able to, I would have to admit, though, just to be honest, with that being said, I can't use that to necessarily prove flat earth, just like we really could use time zones to prove a globe. Really what I found out in doing all of these debates is nothing can really prove a globe but curvature and spin. And that's what I'm here to disprove today, that there's no curvature and no spin.
Well, we still got a little more time, but time zones are predicated by the cipher, by the sphere. You know, that's what I'm saying. You just said you can't prove a globe by time zone, but that's how time zones come about, is through cycles.
What I'm telling you is, if you make a pyramid model, it can make time zones work. If you get the right mathematicians and right equations, they had the Earth drawn out on different models with the time zones working just fine. You could go on YouTube and put in goddamn sail Earth, and the sail Earth model got the seasons working perfect on it. What I'm telling you is, people can make this stuff work on any model that you put it on, but at the end of the day, it really wouldn't prove either model. I found out that doing many debates, it just brings circular arguments. So if I say that the Earth is flat and it don't move, hold me to my claims. I'm telling you without a shadow of a doubt, you can't prove curvature, you can't prove spin, and I can disprove it. And that's exactly what I'm doing. But I didn't really get to address his last claims, but I got everything wrote down. So when we get to the presentations, when I get a little bit more time, I'll be able to go in and just share some more of these viewpoints with you.
Indeed, indeed. This is doing good so far. I want everybody to like and share this video. We got haters in here. They just hate for no reason. And I don't know why. They just come here before I even start the show. They thumbs down. I don't get it. So what I want y'all to do is to share this, because Brother Sanchez has some information that he has investigated over the years. Brother Hernandez has information that he has investigated over the years. And it's good information that to just open your mind. Sometimes we ain't got to be so serious about everything, but we can be serious about learning, whether we agree or disagree. Sometimes we got to learn that that's not the way to go. It is what it is. But what I mean so serious is about, okay, Moors do this, Moors do that, Moors do this. Let's just deal with a little bit common sense and see who can get to the root of the problem. So always share this and let people know that what's going on. Okay, Brother Hernandez, if the Earth is round, the next question would be, why is it that when you get on a plane, we never see the curvature? In the words of Sanchez, curvature. We never see the curvature on the plane. And secondly, I've noticed that plane patterns never go around the Earth. They always do stop here, then go. Stop here, then go. Stop here, then go. But I've never seen a plane with a pattern that goes around, stop somewhere and around. So, maybe, I mean, this might sound like an odd question to me, but I was researching this and I was like, why is it no travel pattern with planes ever circular? It's always here, there, destination here, destination there, destination here, destination there, drop off, trade off here. You know, any explanation for that? Sure. It might sound an odd question, but
I think that's a good question. And let me address it. So, two things. So, one, the first thing, of course, is going to be the financial benefits from the various commercial airline companies. So they want to maximize their dollars. So if they're flying a plane from Miami to New York, they definitely want to stop off in Atlanta if they can, because that's people want to get from Miami to Atlanta. But some people want to get from Miami to New York. So they're going to put those people on the same flight to pack those seats. So that's one issue. Now, when you're up in the air, again, you know, at best, you may hit 30, 35,000 if you're traveling internationally or across the country. Now, as I stated earlier, you have to be above 40 and really closer to 50,000 feet before you can actually see the curvature. And then you have to have enough wide range of view. So when you're looking out of your cabin window, which is maybe a foot wide, maybe 9 inches wide and a foot high, you're not really going to be able to perceive that with your eyes, which are easily fooled by many tricks. You know, you have magicians that can easily fool your eyes into thinking they put the ball in their pocket when they really got it in their hand and tuck. So our eyes can't perceive it until it reaches a certain thing. In fact, let me play this for you real quick. And I think this will kind of, because you talked about why don't the flights travel, you said over, right? So I'm gonna show you what it actually travels over. There we go. You start that screen share. Give me 1 second. I wanted to answer your question in full. So let me allow this to play here.
Oh, got a little.
Can you hear me now?
1 second. All right. Oh, excuse me.
I was saying I want to know where this guy came up with his answer for how high you have to be to see curvature.
These are long 3 minutes too.
Anytime that we ask globalists how high you have to be, they never really have an answer. So I want to know where he got his information from about how high you need it to be. So I hope bro asked him that.
South Polar flights. You see that? Antarctic flights.
All right, so that's time.
There you go.
All right. So now we have one more question, and then we going into the presentation.
Do I ever get the address? Okay, okay, go ahead.
One more question, then we go. What you should do, Brother Sanchez, you should take notes in your presentation phase, get your points, and
now he should be allowed to get a rebuttal
last question,
and not have to wait to present. That's just stupid. This guy is annoying.
I got to get on this ice wall thing.
What the hell?
Brother, is there any pictures, clear, HD pictures of this ice wall that you're talking about?
Yes, and you would know that if you study.
The thing about before I answer that is you telling me to take notes to address these things for later, but y'all both addressing them and moving me on so I can really go in on them.
Exactly.
So I don't know, it's kind of seeming like a lot of points being made that I ain't been addressing. But what I'll say is every picture he's shown on his presentation of Antarctica is fake as hell. CGI as hell.
Take your notes. You can the picture he showed at this point. You can adjust that. This is a debate.
So he had his turn. Let me go ahead, go in on mine right now. Go ahead and ask me what you want.
It's supposed to be a debate, and he's supposed to be the moderator. So why don't he just be quiet?
That's all.
Hold on, now what happened is, hold up, brother. Tahaka, if the brother just spoke, I'm saying if you're moderating this, you got it. You just asked me a question, though. I'm addressing the question you asked the moderator had. Right. See what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying.
So it's what I'm saying. Because you asked the question already.
Chill out. At the end of Hernandez Hill, he showed the flight pattern of Antarctica and flights go to Antarctica. So we might get off the topic a bit, but he came back on. And that's what we got to do. We got to try to stay on topic. I can't make somebody stay on topic. I got to do my best. But Hernandez Hill, while me and him talking, bro, you got to chill and Sanchez. While me and him talking,
so if you want me to address what he had with the flight patterns, I'll be glad to do that.
And guess what? You're going to have a chance after you answer this question. I got one more question for him. And then y'all can answer whatever you want.
The damn question and make him go backwards. I mean, you got to be fair.
Okay, go ahead with your question.
He answered, bro answered. Then you move on to the next question. Do he not know how to moderate? Apparently not with his old animated self.
Pictures.
All right. Look at my screen, everybody. Let's go on a beautiful view of our beautiful 200 feet ice wall. Now, I'm giving you what you asked for. Keeping in mind, he ain't gave me what I asked for. He hadn't gave me a real picture of Antarctica as a continent from space. He can't because there is no space. And guess what? NASA would give you a real continent of Antarctica if they could, but they can't because it's not a continent. It's a ice wall that surrounds us, like I'm telling you. So you ask for HD pictures and a bunch of ones that show this ice wall. Let's just enjoy the pictures, man. Brace yourself and look at your beautiful Earth and say flat power.
Flat power.
You know, be happy. Look at the pictures, Talker. You asked for them. I want to when we get what we asked for from my opponent. So let's look at some more. I got plenty. I got plenty. Anything you ask me for, I'm going to do my best to bring it.
Get them.
We just ain't no dummies.
Tell them, bro.
What we believe in.
Tell them,
facts, but I can't find a picture of Antarctica as a continent. I can't do it. Ain't you loving the slideshow, Tahaka? I'm loving these. Ain't that one beautiful, though, Tahaka? Though, ain't
it? Is.
I gotta let you go, bro, because I don't want to say nothing. Bro,
I'm just saying. No, hold up, wait a minute. Ain't nature beautiful? Like, yes, you can drive a boat through that tunnel right there. This is a huge wall. Listen, I'm just saying, nature beautiful, man. That's beautiful to me.
Bro,
wearing clothes just like the ancient said. Damn, that's a beautiful picture. I'm giving you what you asked for, brother. There we go. That proves, all right, that there's a 200-foot ice wall that surrounds us as far as we can see. Damn. Now, this thing is 64,000 miles around, according to Captain Cook. So if you asking me what kind of camera that can take one picture of something 64,000 miles around, they haven't invented that yet. But we got a whole bunch of pictures everywhere you go southward. You meet this damn ice wall. They telling you mean the ice cap. But we can't prove a cap. No one has never went over Antarctica like you would do a continent. They always turn their ass back around in a 180 degree and leave the way they came and go the way they come. If it was a continent, you can go around the thing and get back where you started. That hasn't happened. Everyone meets ice when they go to the south edge. All right? It's the Arctic Circle. So, only thing I'm going to say is this. I gave you what you asked for, man. A bunch of pictures of what I present for evidence of a 200-foot ice wall enclosing us. You can't fall off the earth. When you make it to this thing, you got to climb up it. Ships do it. I got pictures of ships at the beginning of this thing with devices they used to get up there and helicopters and shit. So it's clearly a wall, and it ain't just that we're making up. There's plenty of pictures, diaries. Ancients spoke of this thing. Look at people on top of it, see how small they is. This is huge. They got movies, Lord of the Rings, The Wall. Pink Floyd spoke about it. The rock group Pink Floyd. They had The Wall. They was talking about this. So, you know, I'm not here to, make a fool out of nobody in this flat earth community. We're not a bunch of nutcases, man. This is real shit. NASA got something to hide. And again, that Antarctic Treaty prevents us from just going out there on that ice, traveling like we want to. They'll shoot you down. And anybody that say otherwise hadn't researched it enough, Brother Tahaka. Because you can pull up all of them flights like he did, brother. But guess what? It don't prove that he's been there to prove this. Most of the time, the people who own those flights are the same people who connected with keeping people away from Antarctica. And they take you to one part of this thing and turn you around, show you a few penguins and turn you around. They don't let you just go out there exploring. So I'm going to fall back with that. I hope I answered you and presented what you asked for.
Well, I got one last question for Hernandez. Let's see this. He just showed Antarctica. And as he said, that there is a wall there. If the earth is round, right? I'm trying to figure out how to phrase this. If the earth is round, has there ever been recorded, according to your research?
Hey guys, I've got to step away. I'm going to get back with you guys after the debate. Okay.
The other, making a perfect circle, if you will, around the earth. If the earth is round, because we have all sorts of explorers. And one of the things as I feel myself, I'm a good researcher, and as being a good researcher, one of the first things I would say, well, I wonder if anybody ever trekked around and did a perfect circle with a plane, with feet, whatever.
There's one person I can refer to that has at least made the claim, and they did have cameras with them over the whole entire trip. And that was a gentleman by the name of Richard Branson. Some may know him as Sir Richard Branson. He owns Virgin Mobile and Virgin Records.
So if you're talking about circumnavigating the globe, he's one. And there has been a few others, in fact, over time. In fact, there was a young brother that did it not too long ago, or a young sister, I forget. They were a teenager from the U.S. who done it recently in the last few years, probably 6-7 years that I can recall. But if I can, let me share my screen